can we talk about like RevOps and data leadership real quick? Like, how does RevOps play into this whole marketing attribution thing? Like, who owns it? Have you ever given some thought, and what have you seen? Like, is there a function that best owns attribution? Is it like analytics? Is it revenue ops? Is it marketing ops? And then what can operations teams do in general to make sure that organizations are successful, or at least get off to the right start when implementing multi-touch attribution?
That is such a loaded question. There are like so many layers to that question. I love it.
Yep.
I think if you step out of just the one functional team, which is RevOps, and think about what is the methodology of how marketing helps the broader go-to-market team move the needle? What is the process for our funnel, our stages, our channels, our campaign nomenclature and naming conventions, all of these things, right? Like this is I always say that the success of any marketing or any ABM or any demand gen tactic starts and stops with marketing operations. I mean, I've led marketing operations teams, and I know that if you don't have that excellence in how you bring things together, everything else is just secondary, right? You just cannot undo it after the fact. And once you have that established and the business is clear, just like RevOps is clear on the sales pipeline stages, they would be clear on the marketing funnel, whether it's your lead funnel, whether it's your account funnel. Maybe you have both, and there's some, cross-pollination between how, people flow into accounts and whatever that is, whatever that complexity is. Making it clear, I think that's step number one, even before you touched anything attribution related. And I remember hearing this on a podcast from someone who is with Association of National Advertisers. They have a CMO practice, and they were talking about a research that they ran when it came to metrics and how marketers or heads of marketing establish the metrics that marketing will deliver on. So your KPIs, your OKRs, right? So they got 120 marketers in the room, and these are all CMOs, VPs of marketing. Said, can you come up with the most important marketing metric that matters to you, that you measure, right? So 120 people came up with 98 different metrics. Then the same practice took 30 CEOs, and I guess the difference in size is because, it's harder to get a CMO in the room. They're busy people, but that's my speculation. They took 30 CEOs and they said, what are the most important metrics for the business that you want to measure? They came up with 3. And when they heard that the marketing bunch came up with 98, they were mad. I would use a different word, but it would not be probably appropriate here, right? They were mad. They're like, and this is the nonsense that's happening on that side of the house? How is this possible, right? So I feel like just having that clarity of aligning what it is that you are doing to what matters for the business, so you do speak the same language, whether it's the language of the hard dollar or whatever it is the intermediate metric is, right? That is important. And then attribution, where does it live? It can live in marketing operations if that's all you got, and your marketing operations person is data savvy and has the kind of the affinity for statistical methodologies. And I'm not talking like advanced stuff. I'm just talking understanding and being able to interpret the data, right? If you have marketing analytics team, I mean, it could live there. Marketing analysts, they're amazing people. They're super savvy people. They would probably go and, build things and extract things that you never thought existed. But if all you got, say, is, RevOps, and your RevOps person is it and has what the MOps person had in the previous example, the marketing analyst, it really depends on the person's tolerance of uncertainty and being able to work with data in marketing analytics. I think that's where it matters the most. And the marketing leader understanding what it is that they're trying to achieve and sending down those directions to people who are actually boots on the ground, who are looking at things, connecting things, so that the story comes back in a way that you would expect.